Some of the best memories I've ever made were on days when I was bored. Hey, welcome to YouTube. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Brad Steele channel. Steele Reactions Yataka is where it's happening. Thank you guys for joining. Lord. Thank you guys for joining me on the Radical bandwagon today. NSYNC. That's what we're checking out today. NSYNC. And it ain't nothing old. It ain't nothing from a long time ago. This is brand new NSYNC on the new Justin Timberlake album. The song is called Paradise. This is them. I mean, this is brand new music from NSYNC in 2024. Goodness gracious. Let's do this. But before I get to this, covers and original music of my own, including covers of NSYNC. Here's a snippet of one now. Every little thing I do never seems enough for you. You don't want to lose it again. But I am not like them, baby. When you finally get to love somebody, guess what? It's gonna be me. If you want to hear the full thing, there'll be a link to it at the end of the video, as well as the video description below. Red subscribe button is below as well if you would be interested in clicking on that. JT, Paradise with NSYNC.
Searched across the endless skies. Whoever thought I'd find someone like you?
I love the kind of ambience in the background. It's a great chord progression too. Very like one of those chord progressions that get you in your feels. There's certain chord progressions that are just always gonna take you to another place.
And even the test of time, no, nothing could divide what's meant for you and I. Oh, we've been down a long, long road now. Look at where we are. We were chasing after hopes and dreams, and we're still under the stars.
Yeah.
And all this time I've always wondered if it would feel the same as a day when we were young and not afraid. 'Cause I waited, I've been waiting forever.
Ooh, I love that harmony, and the lyrically feels like they're kind of talking about them. I mean, obviously, if you just heard this song out of context, it could be about anybody. It could be about a relationship, whatever. But in this context, it really feels like they're singing about, you know, I always wondered if it would still feel as good as it did back then when we got older. Would it still feel like the good old days? And they're kind of saying it does. So that's a very cool thing.
Right here for this moment between you and I. Everything is happening, and it's just what I imagine. I imagine it would feel like paradise. I sailed across the endless sea just so I could be.
Oh, it's good to hear his voice.
Next to you. Ooh, oh. 'Cause when your heart's close to mine, I know God's plan is divine.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. When you're right here, when your heart's next to mine, I know God's plan is divine. I love that. Like, he's worked it all out. Here we are. And again, this could be about a lot of different things in a lot of different contexts, but really, really cool to hear them sing.
For you and I know we've been down a long, long road now. Look at where we are. We were chasing after hopes and dreams, and we're still under the stars. And all this time I've always wondered
Yeah.
as it did when we were young and not afraid. 'Cause I waited, I've been waiting forever, right here for this moment.
Man, that's vintage NSYNC, dude. This sounds like something that they would have done back in the day. But of course, you're making it modern. I mean, it doesn't sound like it's out of place. I mean, it's still modern, but like melodically, lyrically, this sounds like something that straight out of like vintage NSYNC is what you expect from them. Great lyrics and a just incredible harmony.
Between you and I, everything's happening, and it's just what I imagine. I imagine it would feel like paradise. You know I'd give anything to be only one. Just look at us, we're right here where we belong. And it was written, 'cause the stars said I was yours and you would be right all along. I don't mind waiting. I've been waiting forever.
You know, I was just about to say that I was getting some like Mirrors vibes, Justin Timberlake Mirrors, which I regard as like one of my favorite songs of all time. And obviously it's a different key, but it kind of had that feel. And then when it goes down to just the kind of has that feeling of Mirrors when I don't want to lose you now. I'm looking right at the other half of me. That would be a really cool mashup.
Right here for this moment.
Lance on the bass.
And everything is happening, and it's just what I imagine. I imagine it would feel like. 'Cause I waited, I've been waiting forever, right here for this moment.
The other one you need to mash it up with. So how do you expect me? It's not in sync, but to live alone with just me and tell me how I'm supposed to breathe with no air. Kind of is that same chord progression, so that's why it sounds similar. Melody's very different, but same chord progression is no air.
Between you and I, everything's happening. It's just what I imagine. I imagine it would feel like paradise.
I freaking love this, man.
Paradise.
Oh, dude, I love it. That is like vintage NSYNC. That is perfect, man. I love that song. That melody, like it is so, it has that hint of 90s to it. Kind of, I mean, it sounds like it's got that NSYNC, dare I say, Backstreet Boys, you know, kind of melody to it. But it's also, it's modern too. Oops. It's modern enough that, like, dude, they could put that out right now and have a #1 song, and they probably will. But, dude, I love it. They need to do a whole album. They already got Better Place that they did the Trolls movie. That they got this. They need to do a whole album. I have remained a JT fan over the years, and to see NSYNC back together, the Better Place, the first one they did for the movie, that was great. I loved that one. That was fun. But this one feels like, I mean, this is them. You know, makes me want to, made me want to see him go into a little. Your love is like a river, peaceful and deep. Y'all remember that one? God must have spent a little more time on you. Love that. They're awesome. They're killing it. They're back, baby.
might been hurt, babe. That ain't no lie, no. Seen them all come and go. I remember you told me that it made you believe in no man, no cry. Maybe that's why every little thing I do never seems enough for you. You don't wanna lose it again, but I'm not like them, baby. When you finally get to love somebody, guess what? It's gonna be me. You got no choice, babe, but to move on. You know there ain't no time to waste, so you just too blind to see. But in the end, you know it's gonna be me, and you can't deny. And just tell me why every little thing I do, it never seems enough for you. You don't wanna lose it again, but I'm not like them, baby. When you finally get to love somebody, guess what? It's gonna be me. Gonna be me, yeah. There comes a day when I'll be the one you see. It's gonna be me. All that I do is not enough for you. Don't wanna lose it, but I'm not lying. When you finally, when you get to love, guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Every little thing I do never seems enough for you. You don't want to lose it again, but I'm not like them. And baby, when you finally get to love somebody, guess what? Guess what? It's gonna be me. It's gonna be me.